Hi, this is Ben Modell. I'm a silent film accompanist and historian, and we're taking a look at the last minute or two of Chaplin's The Pawnshop in this series of studies of undercranking, the way comedians used cranking speeds of the cameras, knowing full well that the film would be projected faster to give grace to their movements and weightlessness to the heavy objects that they hurled around at each other. The last shot of this film is something that really intrigued me when watched in real time because it seems very stilted and bizarre, although it looks perfectly natural and beautifully timed when run at the proper projected speed. And this little cutaway gives us a moment to catch our breath, but in the middle of all this frenetic action. And we'll see that Chaplin has found a way to make that really simple and graceful even in real time, although he'd probably done dozens and dozens of takes of it throughout the day. And this last shot is just there's a beautiful button on the film, the way this is timed. But in real time, we'll see there's a lot of things going on here that are stage conventions and that give us certain illusions about what's actually going on. The first thing we're going to see in real time is the static activity of this acid sequence is a perfect setup for this shoving of Chaplin into the base. He drops the bottle immediately. Now, Chaplin can't see, and John Rand, who he's been sparring with throughout the picture, is clearly just ready to take a hit and take a fall. Even that was a little sloppy, but projected faster, it looks absolutely right on. It's no way to know if someone was calling out to Chaplin, he's behind you or whatever. And we have this cutaway that it takes forever for her to get out of the room in real time. And he walks right into the base. He turns around. This has been choreographed. He drops it, and watch how heavy this thing is. And Campbell puts his arms up so he doesn't get clobbered. And this next shot was definitely shot probably cranking at 12. You watch them scramble under that table. You can obviously see where each other is, but when it's shown faster, you don't question the movement and the frenetic action of them going in and out under the table. We'll see Bergman throw up his hands here in a preparation for his next move, something he does several times throughout this sequence and throughout the film. Watch, Bergman tips his head forward so that the rolling pin hits the hat and not his head. And here we see Campbell do something with his mustache so we know to look at him. And here Chaplin slides into the frame, and even this hop, you'll see, it's still pretty tidy. But he's probably done it so many times that all day in the past couple of days. And here's that preparation again. They go in, and watch the way their knees shake and their hands shake. He says, hands up, hands up. And this seems to take forever for him to put down the case and pull out the jewels. And watch, he takes very careful steps. 1, 2, 3, and step. He opens the lid, and watch, he leads with his torso and chest and falls down in a specific spot. And this looks very stilted. They're all in a straight line. First Bergman, it's like a procession, and then Edna, and then Rand lines himself up, and watch, Chaplin taps him on the chest, and then he snaps his head back and falls. But you'll see when we run it in projected speed, it looks absolutely marvelous. Again, the setup, standing, lateral motion, boom, into the base. And all of this here, which was possibly not choreographed, still looks like it's planned. And Charlie has this bull fiddle head now. And this cutaway looks like it's just the right speed and just the right length, just to give us a break and to give Chaplin a break with that cutaway he needs for this. And this is perfectly choreographed. And watch how light this looks, like a fly swatter hitting Campbell. They rush out, and look how frenetic this is. And it makes perfect sense that they're going in and out like this. And it puts her hands up. And again, you will see Bergman throw his hands in the air. And again, you'll see, you don't even notice him tip his head forward. He just gets hit in the head and falls back. Here's a moment for us to catch our breath in the middle of all that frenetic action. Chaplin slides in laterally, and this just looks like a rabbit jumping down a rabbit hole with that speed. And again, there's that preparation. And when they come in, the hands snap up, and they look really nervous in their knees and everything. And this looks perfectly timed. He's taking his time. We're watching Campbell, and then Chaplin just pops up And we don't even question the fact that Campbell has taken this bizarre fall. The speed adds a little snap to Chaplin's ta-da. And watch this again. He kicks him in the head, but we all know he didn't really make any contact with Rand's head.